let me tell you something. Whenever there's some kind of construction work or a big project in China, farming or whatever, right? Actually, I think I might be able to show you one down here. For example, when this housing complex was being built, many of these workers, they don't live nearby. Maybe they're from a small rural town. So the workers, how can you expect the worker to travel all the way back to a small rural town, which is miles away, and in some cases can be hundreds of miles away? So what these construction companies do, they set up temporary housing on the construction site, and most of the time it's right across the road from the construction site or the project or whatever it is, right? For example, in Xinjiang is a huge province. It is 3 times the size of the country of France. Now, do you expect a Xinjiang worker to travel back home after he's finished working in the picking cotton in the fields? He's going to travel hundreds, thousands of miles back home? No, that is why these companies, they provide them with housing nearby or across the road from the site. And then if you scroll down in the article, there's a little segment on video, right? And this video is some video taken out of someone's car window, and there's basically no evidence of what it is, and it's completely gray. I mean, how gray can you, how many filters are you using? It looks like my BSB News. I guess they're the kings of this kind of filter, the underworld filter. Right, I'm going to show you a satellite image from this city that I'm walking in now, and show you how easy it is to make it look like some kind of concentration camp. So for example here, this is the satellite images of the city that I was just walking around. So let's see if we can find something like this here. Look, they would take this picture and they're going to say, oh, look at the walls here. These are the walls of the prison detention complex here. And then across the road is the forced labor factory here. You can see it here. What happens is they're forced into the forest to chop down the trees for the wood. It's forced slave labor. This is basically what they did. They just came on Google Earth images, and these images are out of date as well, and they just found something that looks like some kind of camp to them, and then they fabricated an entire story out of it. Right, okay, they claim to have found another huge prison camp complex with multiple factories inside. Oh my god, let's take a look at it. But wait, hold on a second. If you look closely at these pictures, you see those blue-roofed buildings that are used for temporary housing. What kind of prison is this? It's made from temporary housing material. Surely all of these prisoners, they can escape from this temporary housing. I mean, literally, a strong gust of wind and some of these temporary housing, they just blow over. Where's the prison walls? Where's the watchtower? Any evidence? No, just a satellite image of some housing, basically. Okay, let's call it a prison camp. Okay, great. Yeah, go ahead. Publish the story. All these bullshit stories by Western media, it's just a huge ploy to try and destabilize China, to serve their own geopolitical interests. They're afraid of China's rise. That's all it is, basically. I mean, take a look at Iraq and that whole situation with the weapons of mass destruction. Did they find anything? They didn't find a single thing.